Cheers, everybody. Any of you looking for 5 acres in Lake Lure, North Carolina? Come along with me. Let's check out some more houses. Welcome to How Much House with the Money. Wherever you are today, hope your cup is full of happiness and your glass is full of gratitude. So let's check them out, shall we? Before we get to Lake Lure, however, we're going to head out to Perry, Florida, and check out this property. This one is another $70,000 house on 1.4 acres of land with 1,000 square feet of living space. It has 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. It's at 609 East Granger Drive in Perry, Florida, 32348. So let's check this one out. Now, in Perry, Florida, the median or the average home value is around $168,000, and the real estate tax rate in Florida is 0.82%. So let's see what we're getting for $70,000. Perry, Florida, right here. This is rural Florida. And we have to remember, with these rural country properties, we're getting the house, we're getting a well, the septic, and electric. So if 1, 2, or all 3 of those things are in working order, it may be a benefit to you. So as we see here, this is a concrete block structure with a shingle roof. Looks like we have a lot of overgrowth. We're going to have to roll up our sleeves and bring our weed whackers. This is $70,000 in Perry, Florida. And Perry, Florida is in Taylor County. And in every episode, I do leave the details of the listing agencies in the description boxes below. Just an FYI. If you're new to the channel, welcome to our growing community. You're welcome to subscribe and hit that like button, because this is where we venture through state to state, through town to town, to see how much house, cabins, and acreage we get for our money. So cheers, everybody. And remember, these are all asking prices and list prices. You're always welcome to make an offer. Get your general contractors out there, your home inspectors. Base your offers on what you feel the home is worth to you, the condition of it, so on and so forth. You can always ask the agents how long the home has been vacant. You can always ask if there's more land available. And you can always ask about the utility bills, if there's a history on them, to let you know what you're in for, especially in Florida when it's going to just be heating up. So this doesn't look too terrible from what we see. Photographs are blurry. I'm not sure what's up with these agents that post these photographs, but it is what it is. So we have a block construction here. It looks like we have an AC unit. You're going to be tucked back in the live oaks. You're going to be near all natural springs. They're 72 degrees year round. Beautiful areas when we head to northern Florida. Really is. So this is $70,000 on 1.4 acres of land. A lot of potential is what I see. So we do see, however, there's particle board and your roof line there. We have some duct work and the insulation. Insulation. Perry, Florida, and Taylor County. There's your electric box. So this property is going to need some attention. Here's your AC unit, your furnace, or maybe your carrier unit. Be nice to know how long it's been vacant for sure. So there we do have a view of the living area. It looks like there are boards over the windows from the first photograph. We may be right down to concrete floor. I don't understand these photographs. Okay, so there is another view of the house. Perry, Florida with this one, 609 East Granger Drive. So let's look at our satellite view here. See where we are on the map. So we're not far out of town by any means, and we're still sitting on 1.4 acres. You got a Walmart nearby. You have an airport. You have, I believe, a KOA, Perry KOA. Okay, so here we are scrolling out here. So we're above Big Bend. There's your Steinhatchee Management and Wildlife Area. So we're above Big Bend and Fish Creek. And we're to the east of Hampton Springs. And this is Perry, Florida at 609 Granger Drive, $70,000. And it says here, handyman special, investor special, maybe you're a first-time home buyer. The seller is motivated. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath concrete block structure built in 2009. It's nestled on the 1.4 acres, room for expansion. It's going to need some repairs. It did survive Hurricane Helene, so it does have some strong bones, and it's a great property to bring your vision to. And when we look at the history, It was listed in October of last year for $135. They reduced it to $85. Now they're down to $70. And the house is 16 years young. Not bad right there. Worth looking at. Take a look at any of these. Let us know in the comments. And if you have any before and afters, let us know. This has been on the market 160 days. And again, the average house value in Perry is over $168,000. And this one's $70. Okay, now we're headed into Dry Branch. Oh, wait. Got to see the street view on this one here. Sorry about that. Yeah, there we are. Underneath the live oaks. Looks like a side street, but we do have some neighbors. But they're not right on top of you by any means. Very pretty, but we always investigate and research our areas and neighborhoods. Very nice. It's going to need some attention and some love. Houses need people. People need houses. And I say, let's save houses, everybody. Okay, so now we're headed into Dry Branch, Georgia. Dry Branch, look at this one. This one's on 3.4 acres of land. And again, it's the well, the septic, the utilities. Hopefully they're all in working order. And 3.4 acres in Dry Branch at 60 Ridge Road. 2,281 square feet, good size house. It's a brick house also with 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. It's been on the market only a day. Now in Dry Branch, the average home values are $160,000. This one's in Bibb County. And in Georgia, the real estate tax rate is 0.83%, 3.4 acres of land. So let's see what we're getting for $70,000. Look at this. This is very pretty. Fresh off that listing press. So we have some shrubs we can trim down, clean this right up. Looks like we have a chain link fence tucked back in the trees. Bibb County and Dry Branch, Georgia, $70,000. This looks very pretty just from what we see right here. Clean it up and call it our own, right? It's always great to have you guys here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to our community. It's always an exploration to see what kind of house we get for our money. If you've got grown kids, definitely turn them on to the channel. Have them subscribe and hit that like button also, because there are so many houses out there that we can scoop up and save that are way below the median sale prices. And this is just one of them on 3.4 acres of land in Dry Branch, Georgia at 60 Ridge Road. And let's see where we're going here on the satellite view. Look at this. Wow. This is rural Georgia. Population is, I think, oh shoot, I don't think I looked this one up. Population of Dry Branch. I have to look that up here in a minute. So here's where we are. We're under Hog Wild, USA. So there we do have a little airport over to the west by Walden. So we're right off of Highway 16. We're below Macon. And we're to the west of Jeffersonville. Right there on the map. Red marks the spot. Dry Branch, Georgia. Very pretty area. 60 Ridge Road. $70,000. Built in 1950 on 3.4 acres of land. Investor's dream, 2,200 square foot house, all brick, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Great location, convenient to Macon, Gray, and Milledgeville. Bring this home back to life, it says. I agree. And when we look at the history on this one, it was just listed. It's 75 years old. So there is our area of interest here. Look how pretty. But again, we do our research. Look at this. 3.4 acres of land, and it's fenced. And you have your driveway there right off to the right. Beautiful. That has a lot of potential right there. Now let's look at some previous photographs, shall we? Why not? That's what Google's for. I'm going to look at some more dates. Look at how pretty. So that was back in 2013. Very, very pretty. A lot of potential right there when it's all cleaned up. And that is a brick house for $70,000 in Dry Branch, Georgia. 3.4 acres of land. Nice. Okay, so now we're headed into Lake Lure, North Carolina. Look at this place. It's sitting on 5 acres of land. It's fresh off the listing press. And it's at 137 Cottage Place, Lake Lure, North Carolina, 28746. 5 acres of land. Man, in Lake Lure, North Carolina. Now, Lake Lure was also affected by the hurricanes last year, so you definitely want to do diligence. And so in Lake Lure, the median home values is $520,000. And in North Carolina, your real estate tax rate is 0.73%. And in Lake Lure, we're in Rutherford County. So let's see what they're going to show us on 5 acres of land for $70,000. We're tucked back in the trees, and as spring really blooms into full gear, we're going to have a lot of lush trees and just flowers and birds and wildlife. Beautiful. Just what we see here. So this looks like a manufactured home on a concrete block foundation. Now this might need a lot of attention. It does have wood siding. You want to have a termite inspection. If you're going to leave this intact, maybe you want to build a new home. Maybe you want to take it right down to the foundation and build up, over, and beyond, and around, however you want to spin it. It does look like it has a shingle roof. Beautiful parcel nonetheless. And again, $70,000 at the asking price. And if your well, septic, and utilities are in working order, this might suit your needs. Lake Lure, North Carolina. This is a beautiful area of the state for sure. You do have an outbuilding, and with 5 acres, you could have a farmette. You could raise some animals. Have those backyard chickens. They'll clean that up. If you got yourself some goats, or you just want some peace and privacy, because this looks very pretty. And I would imagine the further we get into the seasons, it's going to be very, very pretty. Looks like it's tucked back off the road. There's our creek. Nice. Gotta love a nice creek, right? And there's our daffodils. Oh, 5 acres in Lake Lure, North Carolina. Is it calling your name? And again, I leave the listing agencies and the contacts in the description box below. And this is in Rutherford County, North Carolina, in Lake Lure. $70,000. If you take a look at this, let us know in the comments. Since they're not showing interior photographs, we just never know what condition it's in. But that's why we have general contractors and home inspections. That is very pretty, though. Very pretty location. There's your outbuilding. You're set up to the electric pole there. That looks like your driveway. Looks like they might have put in a dual culvert there. And when you're there in person, you can get down to the fine details. Yeah, that's right over that creek. That's beautiful. Be an interesting property to see in person. There's our driveway, maybe our road to get us up there. Rutherford County, Lake Lure, North Carolina, $70,000. 137 Cottage Place. That's a really pretty address. And let's see our satellite view here. Here we are. 5 acres of land. Look at this location. We're near Hidden Haven. And when we scroll out, got a lot of campgrounds nearby. We're below White House. There's Riverside Riding Stables, Apple Valley Golf Course. So we're below Davistown. We're below Providence and Glenwood and Marion, North Carolina. So here we are on the map. Not far from Charlotte, really, northwest of it. So there we are on the map, right above Forest City, Rutherfordton right there. Here's Lake Lure, and red marks the spot. So we're east of Hendersonville and east of Fletcher, right near Black Mountain, not far from Asheville, North Carolina by any means. And that's 137 Cottage Place. And when we look at the listing description, showings are by appointment only. You're on a private road. Many possibilities for this peaceful country homestead on 5 acres, dead end. Very sweet. You're on a babbling brook, and balance of wood properties gives you privacy and seclusion. And when we look at the history on this one, this was listed in 2006 for $129,500. Then they raised it to $150,000. They sold it for $123,000 in 2012. Now, a little more than 10 years later, they're listing it for $70,000. Be very interested to see what kind of condition that's in. 23 years old this property is, sitting on the 5 acres of land. Wow. Lake Lure, North Carolina for you guys, or Dry Branch, Georgia, another $70,000 house, brick house on 3.4 acres with some square footage. Or we have this one in Perry, Florida on 1.4 acres for $70,000, and it's a concrete block. And it doesn't tell us what year that house was built. Oh, 2009, pardon me. 2009. Wherever you are today, hope you're having a great day. It's always great to be with you guys. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, because you never know, the house you're not looking for may be in the next episode. And we're going to continue on checking out some more houses with low prices and high potential here on How Much House for the Money. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe, stay tuned. Cheers.